Hey you guys, what's up? Today I decided to do something a little different. I wanted to try filming semi outdoors, which is, I'm outside, but I'm in my car. I just want to see how this goes, what the noise is like, or whatever, the lighting. I'm loving the lighting thus far. But anyways, today I wanted to discuss something that's a little on the sad end, but I'll try to keep it light, I guess. And this is living without a family. Um, for starters, it sucks because you can't count on having somewhere to go or somewhere to crash when stuff at home just isn't going right for you. Friends, yeah, they can be there for you, but you gotta admit that you're not on 100% comfortable, cool terms with everybody. So it's not like all of a sudden you can decide, oh, I'm gonna go to so and so friend's house because you just don't know them. Unless it was an emergency where you're displaced or something, I don't see how you would go spend the night with someone who you barely know. And then for me, in my current relationship, it's like we're not that cool either to where I can count on, okay, I can crash over here whenever I need to, or, so it's like, man, that sucks. If something bad happens to me, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta start thinking about it because you know about life today, but you don't know about it tomorrow. So really, I just want to have a plan and I just want to feel comfortable just going somewhere and knowing that I have somewhere to go. It's just good knowing that you have an alternate home. So yeah. And then I never get to say that I'm going to hang out with like a cousin and play a sport, or just play pranks like normally family members just do, either play video games until late at night or have snacks, watch a marathon, a movie or something. You'll never hear me say, oh, I'm gonna go see my grandma, I'm gonna go see my cousin. And they also live so far away, like separate from this land type of far away. So, it's not like I can be like, well, this weekend I'm gonna go catch up with my estranged family. Nope, that's never an option. So the fact that you don't get to experience that, it really makes you feel down because you're like, dang, I just really have me, myself, and I, but what happens when me and myself is not going well with I, you know? So anyway, um, also, I also tend to feel very lonely inevitably, because like, for instance, when you're sick, no one's checking up on you. And when you're healthy, you don't do fun stuff like raiding your cousin's closets or your siblings' closets, when you have those emergencies when you just can't find clothes of your own. I don't get to do that, just fun stuff. Or like, if we have similar taste, similar, like if we like anime, the same stuff, we don't watch anything together. So some people do great about living the lonely life, or well, I guess I can't call it lonely, living the alone life, and they're totally happy with it. I wish I could be that way. I should be that way because I've been alone all of my life, but for some reason it doesn't make me feel happy. Isn't that weird? So, if any of you have any tips out there, I'm all ears because I really would like to not feel miserable about my status in life. And if anything, I just don't want to feel dependent. And I'm also jealous of the families who do get to order food or something and then they just watch movies. The whole idea of being together, having company. I'm like, I'm so lonely. My gosh. Like, and I don't even try to be by myself. I'm just not good that way. Anyway, you also feel strange when you hang out with other fine families finally. But you're a sole member of your own kind. Like, if I go hang out with new people, I need to have someone who I know with me. Because, it gives me like this level of comfort, Whereas if I go completely by myself to meet up a new group of people, that mess is intimidating. Um, you just feel unprotected and vulnerable, even though you're not there to be hurt or anything, you know? And then sometimes when I'm in a group, I even feel sad because um, you don't get to make memories to share of an outside group that you hang out with this new group, and then you have stories to tell. I'm always the quiet one in the group because I really don't have that many memories. You know, I don't have a memory of, you know, one time my cousin and I, one time my brother and I, one time my father and I. You know, I would have to go deep into the stuff that I have done with mom, and honestly, it hasn't really been that much. Like, yeah, we've gone to amusement parks a few times, but they're kind of vague memories. You know, it's been so long. I guess this would be a good opportunity to start new memories, but it's like, how do you even begin to do that? Our schedules are crazy and all that. So, at any rate, also, no one consoles you during your moments of sadness. It's like no wonderful feeling that being supported grants, you know? So sometimes what I tend to do is when I go to work, I may have somebody in that given day that I can confide in, but you know, it's tough just knowing that you're completely on your own and you have to be all right because your expectations are you have to be all right, you know? So yeah, it's tough. And you also live in fear and anxiety because you can't discuss everything comfortably with everybody. You know how some things it's okay to discuss with friends, other things it's more appropriate to keep it inside of a family setting, other things are straight professional things. So, you know, I just wish I had a way to balance that out with, you know, someone I can be personal with in my family. But at any rate, friends can choose to not talk anymore, and then boyfriends can dump you, whereas your family is standard forever, you know? Even marriages end, you know, that's like the union of two families. Even those can end. I just wish I had something I can count on that's not going to end, so I don't have to live in the fear of losing that connection. And then no one can help me with getting my hair done and dressing up, and I better not try spending my money on that. You know, it's not like I can go to a salon and be like, yeah, I would like a braid this way, or I would like a cut this way, or you know, like everybody has that one sister or cousin you can just go to and they'll do magic to your hair. You know, I don't have any of that, and much less the money. So, and I'm not willing to invest money. Fortunately, I've created a mindset where I'm comfortable enough in my skin now, but still, there are times in which you just want to do something different and you just don't have a way of doing it. At any rate, and then in case of emergency, who can I like write down and refer? Like for my new apartment, I had to write down a colleague, and for something at my job, I couldn't write down that colleague as emergency contact for obvious reasons, because what if they're working that day too? So I had to like ask my boyfriend if it's okay for me to use his mom's information, you know? And yeah, I filled in the blank, but if I look at it realistically, I don't think that I could necessarily count on them like that because they have their own stuff going on, and that's perfectly fine. But like I said, that's when it would be nice to have someone of your own you can rely on. Like, I needed 3 people. I only had my mother, and then that one person, and the third one I had to explain that I have to leave it blank. And then finally, one more thing I can think of is the holidays. Holidays are dull and boring. And even when I did spend Christmas of 2012 with my family, since we've been estranged, since I don't know them that well, I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't very happy. So I just wish that I could just have a family of my own that doesn't necessarily have to be biological. I sometimes just want to be like, man, can I just have a relationship where everything just works and I'm married and maybe even having a child? Because I feel like I can do that. I feel like I would be a formidable mother. So, but anyways, I'm always keeping my hopes up high, and I'm only saying this for the record just because it's something that's affected me for a long time, and it's part of my reality. So I just wanted to share that, and if you guys have similar experiences, if you have any advice, any ideas, let me know, because anything that will help me grow as a person and become more self-sufficient, I am willing to give it a shot. And alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time with another semi-awesome topic. Alright, see ya.